Following his arrest in 2021, Josh Duggar, of 19 Kids and Counting fame, has been in the news for a number of legal issues. Updates regarding Josh's prison finances have been rather startling since then. Josh has also tried to have his prior conviction overturned, thus this is relevant. The reality show's 19 Kids, Counting on catapulted Josh and his family to fame. Josh Duggar stands out among the 19 children born to Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. Josh tied the knot with Anna Keller in 2008. The couple has 7 kids between the two of them. But in 2021, Josh was taken into custody for receiving and having child pornography. He is currently scheduled to remain in prison until his release date of December 23, 2032, having been sentenced to 12 years by the following year. The U.S. Sun reports that court records have revealed details regarding Josh's financial situation while incarcerated. According to reports, the ex-reality star's bank account balance is as low as 20 cents. It is also widely known that Josh's savings account is nearly empty. The family allegedly stopped providing him money after that. His reported financial situation in April 2025 was 22 cents in his account and 2 cents debt. Josh reportedly represents himself in his appeal of conviction and is actively fighting the case. In prison, he was also said to be jobless. While serving a jail work assignment, Josh asserted in the papers that he was not being compensated for his services. As a result, move-in is not required to disclose any revenue from his job. Moreover, he supposedly does not possess any savings, property, or assets at the present time. Josh disclosed in the documents that his family has helped him financially in the past, but he insisted he hasn't recently gotten any help like that. During the reporting time for this request, move-in occasionally receives money from family and friends, the papers added. Additionally, Josh mentioned that his use of commissary is limited. Also, he admitted that he was owing money for legal representation. The documents asserted that Josh was entitled to relief and that he was unable to pay the cost of these proceeds. Josh Duggar's life has been turned upside down by a tornado of legal issues. He was once the star of the Duggar family's popular reality TV show, 19 Kids and Counting. A dramatic change has occurred in Josh Duggar's life, altering his reputation for conservatism and his place in his family's big, religiously devoted group. Many, particularly those who held him in high regard as a public figure, have been astonished by his recent legal fights and the accompanying revelations regarding his financial condition. Josh Duggar's bank account data have been revealed in recent court documents, and they are far from favorable. He has already had a difficult life, and now the disclosure of his pitiful bank balance has brought attention to the tremendous financial difficulties he has endured. These disclosures have come at a time when Duggar is dealing with the aftermath of his activities, which have damaged his public image, and accusations of child exploitation. An unexpected departure. Josh Duggar has had a roller coaster of fame, with highs and lows, controversy and scandal. The Duggar family's unconventional views on marriage, parenting, and family values were documented in the hit reality TV show 19 Kids and Counting, wherein Josh and his family shot to prominence after growing up in a conservative Christian home. Josh was a prominent presence on the show for a long time, and the family seemed to represent traditional American values. But in 2015, accusations came that Josh had assaulted multiple girls, including some of his sisters, while he was a teenager, and things went downhill from there. The Duggar family was shocked by the controversy, which caused 19 Kids and Counting to be canceled. Public apologies did little to help Josh's reputation, and his personal life continued to fall apart. Josh Duggar's problems didn't end there. He was later arrested on accusations of child exploitation after being linked to a string of unsettling incidents. 2 counts of possessing material pertaining to child sexual abuse led to Josh's conviction in December 2021. The trial that led to his conviction exposed troubling details regarding his internet behavior and his efforts to conceal them. The truth about his past activities pushed his family, who had previously openly supported him, to face the consequences. Court documents reveal the dismal bank balance. The most recent court filings have exposed Josh Duggar's financial situation, and it's not good. His pitiful bank balance stands in sharp contrast to the ostensible wealth that one would anticipate from a famous person of his stature. As part of his continuing legal actions, Josh has submitted files that reveal his financial struggles in the past few years, particularly following his arrest and imprisonment. According to Josh's inner circle, his financial problems have been a big focus of his legal challenges. Once famous for their opulence and prosperity from book sales, TV appearances, and other commercial endeavors, his family has been rather quiet about their financial predicament. But Josh's financial situation is shown in a bleak light in the court documents. According to the records, Josh Duggar has run up a substantial amount of debt, with the majority of his assets going into his defense and attorney's fees. Once flush with cash from his TV appearances and commercial endeavors, his bank accounts are now significantly reduced due to the freezing of his assets. Contrary to the lavish lifestyle that many anticipated from someone who seemed to have it all before, court documents reveal that Josh is having trouble making ends meet with only a few $1,000s in his accounts. He appears to have lost everything: his profession, his reputation, and now even his financial security, as his pathetic bank balance was revealed, shocking many. Josh Duggar's financial condition is obviously terrible and becoming worse, but his legal team has been mum on the subject. His legal problems and their consequences. All parts of Josh Duggar's life have been touched by his legal difficulties. His illicit acts have had far-reaching and disastrous effects, including, but not limited to, a public scandal, reputational harm, and, most recently, financial difficulties. Not only has his conviction ruined his professional life and independence, but it has also caused friction in his personal connections. Many members of the extended Duggar family have separated themselves from Josh, even though his parents, Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar, have openly supported him. Several members of Josh's family have spoken out about the hurt that Josh's behavior caused them, and this has contributed to the rift in their ties. The continuous legal battles that Josh has been embroiled in for the past few years have had a direct impact on his financial situation. Josh Duggar is already in a tough financial spot, and the fact that he is serving time for a conviction just makes things worse. He is unable to work and sustain himself financially while he is in prison. Furthermore, his finances have been depleted due to the expense of his legal battles, leaving him with less resources for future needs. Restitution to Josh Duggar's victims is part of the ruling, along with his personal legal expenses. His financial woes have been exacerbated by this repayment and his growing legal expenses. The future of Josh's legal team is uncertain, but they are allegedly appealing his conviction despite the continuing financial strain. The financial outlook is still bleak at the moment. Josh Duggar. What's in store for him? The future of Josh Duggar is unclear as he continues to serve his prison term. Despite his legal team's best efforts, he will most likely not be able to bounce back from this controversy to his previous level of success, considering the gravity of the charges against him. He will probably never be able to get back to how he was before the scandal emerged, what with the financial problems that have surfaced in the court documents reflecting the consequences of his actions. It will be a long road to recovery for the Duggar family as a whole, as Josh's actions have tarnished their once flourishing career and public image. Josh sees the financial burden as yet another result of his previous choices. His meager savings serve as a sobering reminder of the emotional and financial toll his activities have taken on him, even though he may be able to start over in the future. In summary, the recent court documents that exposed Josh Duggar's dismal financial account illustrate the far-reaching effects of his unlawful behavior. A former reality TV star in the Duggar family's empire, Josh is now dealing with the devastating effects of his illicit actions, including financial difficulties. A cautionary tale about the deep ramifications of acting against one's ideals and how they may affect every part of life. His narrative is a powerful example of this. Josh will certainly have a lot of obstacles to overcome in the years ahead, including his financial problems, as he continues to confront personal problems and legal issues.